At this point, I have just about every COVID symptom there is. And I'm talking to the doctor and I'm saying, hey, is there any kind of way that you can give me something for this headache that I have? And the doctor looked at me as nonchalant as possible and he said, most likely you're not going to receive anything. I was taken completely aback. I said, excuse me? He said, yeah, I don't think they're going to give y'all anything. I said, I'm sick and I don't feel good. My head is pounding. He said, I'll talk to somebody and see, but I'm just going to let you know, I don't think they're giving y'all anything. And at this point, I was furious. I need to make a phone call. Me, I start thinking like I'm not in prison. I need to talk to somebody who's in authority around here. And if not, I need to get my people on the phone so they can talk to somebody. Because I'm sure they're going to talk y'all into making sure I get what I need. So I'm taken back to my room, y'all. And when they come to the room, they're supposed to be doing around the clock blood pressure checks and temperature checks. However, no one ever enters the rooms where we're at. We're told one by one to come to the door, which we are on our knees, putting our head to the slot where they release handcuffs from, and they're doing a temperature check on us like that. And I'm forcing my arm through that hole in the door for them to put the blood pressure cuff on it and take my temperature while I'm on my knees. Again, I cannot believe this. And I remember they're doing an oxygen check on me one day. And they're like, hold on, something is not right. Your oxygen is too low. Like, I'm literally telling them I just don't feel too good. I feel like I'm about to faint. I just don't feel well. They're asking me about when did I have the COVID shot? When did I take the first one, the second one? Like, all this type of stuff. And I'm basically telling them, like, it's literally been a little over a year since I was since I received my first dose, and almost over a year since I received the second dose. And so they're like, okay, well, you should be fine. Just sit here. This is the only time they take me out the room. Just sit up for a little bit, and we're going to come back, and we're going to take your oxygen. They're going to test my oxygen levels again. And so they're asking me what all my COVID symptoms are, and I'm telling them I can't smell anything by this time. I don't taste anything, and I'm asking for something so simple, a cup. We've been inside these rooms with no cups to drink water out. I'm getting so dehydrated. That's the only thing that I want, is just something to drink. They come by finally and they give us like some little small flimsy snow cone cups. These are the only cups that we receive the whole 11 days that I'm quarantined over at the FCI inside this psych unit. And so I remember finally asking after 2-3 days, is there any kind of way I can make a phone call? And so finally the lady was like, oh, they haven't been letting y'all make phone calls, like a different officer that we hadn't seen. And I was like, no. So the officer finally brings the phone, and I'm first to get on it. She say, hey, y'all know everybody's on lockdown because of the spread of COVID. So COVID is spreading here, and I don't know what's going on at the camp at this time. So I get on the phone. The first person I call is my sister, because I know that she's going to stand on business. I get on the phone. I say, hey, I don't have that much time. Y'all haven't heard from me because I got COVID, and they got me in the psych ward over here. They're refusing to give me Tylenol. They're not treating me. I'm dehydrated. I don't even have but a little cup that's falling apart to drink water out of. They just gave me. I need you to get on the phone, and I need you to call, and I need you to get in touch with people at the camp and let them know what they're doing to us over here at the FCI, and that I am requesting for my counselor at least to come over here and talk to me. So my sister was like, what? Who do I need to speak to? Because I'm about to get their asses right now. Who do I need to call? And so I'm giving her names of everybody, unit managers, medical people, counselors, camp officers. Call somebody. Tell them they need to come over here and speak to Bush. Like, somebody needs to come over here and talk to me about what's going on in these conditions in which we are in during COVID. And so my sister was like, okay, well, make sure you just call me right back. And I'm like, I don't know when I'm going to get a chance to use the phone again. We haven't been having the phone. I'll see as soon as I can get the phone again, I'll call. She said, I got you tomorrow morning. I'm on the phone. I'm going to be on it bright and early. So everybody's making phone calls, calling their family. Basically, they're just telling their kids, I love you, this and that. I'm not thinking about none of that. The only thing I'm thinking about is who gonna come over here and talk to me, because I'm really, really sick and nobody cares. So I remember the nurse comes by, regular temperature check with my forehead to the door, my arm through the slot, and leaves. And so my roommate sees that I'm actually really, really sick. And she said, you know what, Bush, I'm tired of this. Like, they haven't gave us anything. They haven't given you anything. And I know this is not you. And so she started knocking on the door. Well, an officer shows up, and she's basically letting the officer know, hey, my bunkie in here, and she's sick, and we need to do a sick call. Like, she really needs to see somebody. Like, why nobody's coming up in here? And the lady started saying how we don't want what y'all got. I've never had COVID before. And the officer is like basically going off just on the fact that we're asking to come outside and go to sick call. And so she said, I'll get you a paper, you can fill it out, and you can try to see if they're gonna see you or not. So I'm given a sick call form in which I fill out. And I put on there, I have a headache, I have shakes, fever, chills, I have lost my sense of smell, my taste, and that my body is aching and that I just don't feel well. On top of this, y'all, I have become severely dehydrated. I know that I'm severely dehydrated because now when I go to urine, it's orange. And I'm not talking about a light orange, it is a dark orange. And so my roommates are very concerned. Like, I'm basically saying, look, my urine, like, we're really just like very close to each other in this room. So I'm like, look at my urine. It's orange. Like, something is wrong. This is dehydration. And so I fill the sick call out. I slide it through the door on the floor, and I wait for this lady to come back. She picks it up. I see her walk across the hall, and she puts it in a slot. I'm thinking about tomorrow morning for sure somebody's going to call me out and let me speak to medical and get me some kind of meds. I watched the nurses come in. I watched the contracted nurses come in. I watched them look at my slip several times that day and stick it right back down in that slot and keep going on about their day. Nobody wanted to address the issue that I was sick and that I needed pain medicine and that I needed medical attention. So I got to use the phone again. And on this day, I'm complaining, hey, since I've been over here for 3-4 days, we haven't even taken a shower. Like, they haven't even let us come out to take a shower. My sister like, I know you lying. I'm like, I'm serious. We have not even bathed. No, like, I don't know if we're going to take one while we're here. And so I had already heard about the rumors of the ladies at the FMC, the FCI not being able to shower every day, but every other day, only Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and not on the weekends, period. And so I'm concerned about this because at the camp, I'm using the restroom as many times as I want. And, it's no limits on how many showers we can take. So finally somebody comes and they're like, it's shower day today. Do y'all want to take a shower? Yes or no? Are we moving along? And we're like, yeah, we want to take a shower. Get y'all stuff. We'll be back in 5 minutes. And so we're standing at this door and we're waiting. They're like, put your mask on. Like, they're talking to us like we're in a military boot camp. Like, nobody shows concern. Like, they don't give a damn. Where at this point, I don't care that I'm sick. I just want to leave out this room and take a shower because I haven't taken a shower in days. And so we leave out. We're able to go and take our showers. They tell us we have 5 minutes. 5 minutes, get out. We're coming to escort you back to your room. And so that's what happened. And so when I got back to the room later on, the same officer showed up. And so we asked her, hey, we haven't used the phone. Can we use the phone? She said, they're not bringing the phone to y'all. And we're like, no, they haven't really been bringing it. Us. Like, we've been here for like 4 days and we only use the phone when you let us use it. So I'm able to call my sister. And while I'm on the phone with my sister,